Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. But just make sure you like, subscribe, and click the bell just to make sure you get notified for whenever we post a new video. And today I was thinking about, hey, should I create some educational content? Should I answer a question that the UIG came or talk about an accelerator call that we recently had? And I felt called to talk about something different today. So a way different type of video than I'm usually used to doing. But I really wanted to describe why I love DeFi. Last week I got really sick. Wednesday, Thursday were really challenging for me, and I don't normally talk about my personal life all that often, but I do think it's important to talk about here. So last week I got really sick and didn't work a lot, and I'm used to working 12, 13, 14 hours a day, and it's not like a badge of honor saying like I work really hard. In fact, I should probably look at that and see if I could be more efficient, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm used to working. I love to work. I love to build. I love to create, and I love to have incredible conversations with the UIG investors. But Wednesday and Thursday of last week were really hard for me. And I messaged Lucas and I said, "Yo, like I'm feeling terrible. Like I got body chills, I got body aches. Like I couldn't get out of bed. I had a headache. My eyes were like blurry. I was like having trouble like keeping my eyes open." And I'm like, "Man, like this is really tough for me." And he said, "Yeah, dude, just chill. Like like do what you need to do and take care of yourself and get back after it when you can, right?" And why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you this because at the end of those days, I checked on my DeFi investments. I looked at my liquidity pools and I looked at my staking and I looked at, my lending positions and my borrowed positions, and everything continued to operate. I didn't look at them all day long. Now, I know that may sound crazy, and for some of you, you're probably glued to the screen at some point. But for me, I didn't look at my DeFi investments for those 2 days. But at the end of it, when I started to feel better, I checked in on them and everything continued to move. I was in range. I was collecting fees, whether it be through voting mechanisms like Aerodrome or through trading fees like Uniswap or Orca. My borrowed and lent positions on Aave and Moonwell continue to operate and work well. I have staking positions in the Cosmos ecosystem. All of those continue to operate. And so without me being at the computer, glued to the screen like I normally am, because I choose to be, but without that, everything continued to move and operate. And I think what was happening for me, it was starting to break these paradigms, um, these codes that have been written inside of me for so long, which is to make money, you need to work your butt off. You need to work extremely hard. And to credit my parents, they are the hardest workers I know. They're both school teachers. They are also sport coaches. They coach on the weekends. My parents are just the hardest workers that I could know, and they've worked multiple jobs to put me through school and to help me, travel. I played a lot of baseball, a lot of travel baseball, and had to travel, and they just worked extremely hard. And so I learned that work ethic from them, which has sort of set me up for success to who I am today. But with crypto and DeFi, I'm starting to learn that I'm moving from the left side of that cash flow quadrant to quote Robert Kiyosaki's work, and I'm starting to move closer to that the B and I side, the right side of the cash flow quadrant, where I am taking my capital and I'm moving it from the left side into the right side where I don't have to work hard for the money. Yes, the education, yes, the work that I've had to do to learn these concepts and master the skill set to be able to take advantage of it, that does take a lot of work. But once you have everything set up, it's really passive. It's really hands off. Now there is some active element to it, so I'm not just saying it's completely hands off, but it was such an awesome paradigm shift for me to get up on Friday, start to feel a little bit better, check in on my investments and realize, wow, I've made a bunch of money overnight while I was sick. I didn't have to be at my computer. I didn't have to be clicking buttons. I didn't have to be working hard to earn rewards, to earn yield, to make money, to generate an income. And so, anyways, just wanted to share that with you because I'm starting to change the way I view money and think about money. And actually, I should mention this as well. I made a post in the UIG today and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about starting a book club. We talk a lot about books and different lessons and things that we're learning from the content that we're reading from different sources." And I just started reading a book by Brian Portnoy, Geometry of Wealth. And I said, "Hey, is anybody else reading this book? Would anybody want to do some sort of UIG book club?" And the overwhelming response I got was, "Heck yes, I've been craving this," right? And so my intent, I guess what I'm trying to say with that is my intention is to continue to shift and break old paradigms and start to rewrite the laws, rewrite the rules within myself on how I view money, on how I view work. And again, when I at the beginning of this video, and I said I work 12, 13-hour days, again, as I'm saying that, it like maybe I need to be more efficient. It was almost like, oh, like that way of doing things is so old fashioned. Is there a way that I can be more efficient with the work that I do? Lucas has a good definition, to not go down this rabbit hole, but he talks about work as not how many hours you put in, but the results that you're producing. And so I'm going to take a look at that after this and look at, okay, can I condense 13 hours of effort into 8 hours? Can I condense that down to 6 hours and get the same amount of work done in less amount of time? And so, anyways, weird, just a different route of a YouTube video that I wanted to do today. But it's something on my heart. It's something I felt called to talk to. So hopefully this brings you some value. Again, if you're thinking about joining the UIG and joining one of the book club Zoom rooms, I'm probably gonna hold it in a Zoom room. That'd be really great. Would love to meet you face to face and have these types of conversations. And again, break the old money wounds and the old money stories that we have for ourselves and start to look at how can I move to the right side of the cash flow quadrant? How can I become a business owner? How can I be an investor and have my money work for me, even if I'm sick or even if I'm spending time with the family or not glued to my computer? How can I generate a system that earns rewards, that generates an income without me having to work hard for it? So hopefully this brought you some value today. If you like this kind of content, let me know because I'll continue to do it. Or if you just want me to go back to my educational content, I can certainly do that as well. I got a bunch lined up for you. But with that being said, make sure you like and subscribe and just get ready for the next YouTube video because there's a lot more content coming to you. So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.